Nightwing issue 14, which is written by Tim Seeley and art by Marcus Toe. This is the end of this arc, this first arc, Bloodhaven, and we see the finale. They get Mr. Nice. He works with Sean Sang, the Defacer, and works a bit with Svoboda, the cop, who he does some sneaking in with her. He's like under the car at the checkpoint. Fun stuff.
It's funny to read Nightwing saying ass, because he said that he was dragging his ass hanging underneath the car. And we all know how people in the DCU love Nightwing's butt, so like that was a pretty funny reference.
It was.
Kryptonite for the ladies is what some people might call
That's what it is.
Makes them weak in the knees. So it's basically the typical end of the arc issue. They defeat Mr. Nice. Mr. Nice has a portal device of some kind.
Yeah, portal wand, not a gun, a wand.
A wand. Which he uses to jump through a little bit, and we get kind of his motivation that he actually weaseled out of like getting charged for his girlfriend's murder or accident. It was his fault.
This is what confused me. Was reading that page was Svoboda, and she was the cop that arrested him
when she was a rookie.
When she was a rookie and kind of let him get away.
Or was a partner. I think she said it was a partner that was...
Partner? Okay. Because that's where I was reading. I was like, wait, so was he a cop? Because it made it sound like Mr. Nice was a cop at a time, and just... It was the one part of the book that just the wording was off, and it didn't land for me. The rest of it I quite enjoyed.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it sums up my feelings in the arc as a whole, is that the villain hasn't been that great, but everything else with Nightwing and like bonding with the Runaways and the Runoffs. Well, I didn't mean it as like that's their name. I just used it as to mean Runaways.
When their name is so similar.
Okay, fine, but I loved that moment at the end with Sean. He did this in the first issue of the arc where he fantasizes what he wants to say. Yep. And then you turn the page like, oh, that's what I wanted to say, but this is what happened. But then she kind of figures it out and is like, yeah, I know who you are. You're Robin, and kisses him anyway. So he's got a love interest.
So that's the thing here, man. He is building them up. He had Helena. He's got Babs. Now he's got Defacer.
And it's worth noting, let's not gloss over the fact that he's now taken over the group of the Runoffs, but he does say that they need a new name. He's going to name them. He's got a team now. He's got a team that he's going to train and use as allies. Are we thinking outsiders? I'm feeling outsiders.
I was thinking that, yeah.
So was I.
Because they may swerve us, but that's what I feel like.
They could, but they already are a group of outsiders.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was really surprised they didn't reveal it in the last page. I was expecting the last page to give me the reveal.
I turned that page, and I was just like, oh. Plus, Nightwing's outsiders are better than Batman's outsiders. I know Batman created the team, but that outsiders was essentially Titans.
Batman creates, Nightwing perfects.
Oh, can I just point out, actually, before we go move on, the variant cover for this one was gorgeous. I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
White background, Nightwing standing there. He's the shadow of the bat symbol at the bottom.
It was fantastic. I think I mentioned it last week actually when I was looking through what was coming up.
I know, because when we get to the best cover of the week, we don't include variants just to keep everything sort of equal. But I just wanted to mention it here that if we were picking variants, that would probably be my pick.
I was pissed because my shop didn't have it, but I may have to track it down anyway.
Let's talk about the tease at the end for the next villain, who seems to be wearing Nightwing's new 52 outfit.
Yeah,
which I kind of love in a weird meta way, because it's like we all hated that and we wanted the old costume back.
And now they're literally villainizing it.
Yeah,
and he's got the '90s long hair thing going that Nightwing had, like the weird mullet that wasn't quite a mullet,
Yeah,
I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie.
So we got a new villain for the next arc.
They did this before Nightwing, before the New 52. There was someone going around posing as Nightwing. It turned out to be Jason. Just being a right dick.
Just Jason dicking with him.
Yeah, and just like, well, you're not worthy of the Nightwing name. I'm taking it over. And Nightwing's just kind of like, no, you're not. And it's over in like
classic
3 issues.
Jason.
Yeah, right. So it kind of gave me shades of that, but I know it's going to be better because it's in Seeley's hands.
Yeah, also, it can't be Jason.
Right, exactly.
It just can't be. Although, part of me would actually laugh if it ended up being, and it was all a prank. He was like, yeah, I was just messing with you.
Right?
Damien set it up. Is like, go on, Jason. Let's have him.
What if it's Damien just trying to get Jason murdered again? Sends him into Bloodhaven. It's like, hey, go mess with Dick. Like,
I like the idea actually that Jason goes back home and like Damien's like strung up the little Red Hood doll on a noose from the ceiling.
No, he leaves a crowbar as a warning. That's what Damien does. Like, this guy's an all ghoul. He doesn't understand humor.
Oh man, how long do we have to wait for this book? Because we'll write it, DC. Like,
I'll write it.
Collectively, just throw this out there.
Give us a good artist. We'll knock it out. It's fine.
Albuquerque's not doing much right now. Hey, Raphael, buddy.
Straight for the big guns there, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Some of my favourite stuff in this book in terms of the art, I love the shot. A few pages in, it was like Nightwing and Deface are both like flying through the air, just as they're talking.
Well, yeah, he's
good jumping shot.
Because he jumps down and she's floating down on her boots. You know, and it does that classic comic book where the show is motion by different poses. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it's great. It's one of those pages you can just take and I can put that on the wall. I can frame that and put it up. And
there was the one I liked where the guy using his wand and the Nightwing, the string baton goes around it, and you just have the logo on the end. Just that's all you see.
That's pretty cool.
That's nice.
We should probably tell a bit Svoboda, who kind of reveals a bit more about her character, where she's not the good cop that Gordon is. She's actually seems to be willing to let Nightwing do the work, but she wants to take the credit.
Take the credit, yeah. Well, she's in it for the promotion, Whereas
really
we know at the end of the day, Gordon, he's a good man that's trying to straighten out the police force. Or Svoboda is like, I don't care about them. I'm gonna do what I do, and if I can get to that level, maybe I'll do it.
Yeah,
and it's a nice.
It makes her different from Gordon, but it also means that she might have a good arc. Like maybe over time, like Nightwing will inspire her.
It's
or whatever.
It's a nice compliment for Nightwing.
Yeah,
because you can't trust her that much because she might throw you under the bus if it means where we know Gordon's really not ever going to throw Batman under the bus. So. Yeah.
Again, I think my one complaint really the book comes from the art, and I think it is the backgrounds. These just block colors. There's a lot of white. I just wish Toe would do a little bit more detailed backgrounds every so often, because there is a lot of time where it's just blank space in the panel.
Yeah.
And it's just a bit too much.
I just can't wait until Nightwing's out there with Gorilla Grim and Mouse and Jizz.
Shit.
And Jizz. Yeah, Jizz. Jizz, the premier member of Nightwing's Outsiders. Coining it now. TM, that's what it's been called.